Welcome to Barinos Universe. I'm Mr. Barinos, and on this channel, I will share with you my story, chapter by chapter. In the video, I will gradually reveal the picture that represents the chapter itself. So, grab a cup of tea, some cookies, sit on the couch, and enjoy the story. See ya.
Raise your f***ing gun. Ivan's voice cut through the silence. And pull the damn trigger. Each beat of Christopher's pounding heart felt as if it might shatter his chest. The gun felt heavier with every passing second, its cold steel pressing into his palm, pulling him into a darkness he knew he wouldn't claw his way out of. He clenched his fists tighter around the weapon. His fingers turned numb. His throat tightened. The air felt thick, suffocating. He tried to lift the gun, but his hand wouldn't move. Something held it down. Suddenly, the world around him dissolved. A memory crashed into him. Flashes of childhood with Jamie surfaced. Laughter, fights, bruises, brotherhood. A bond forged in chaos that never broke. Christopher. His eyes snapped open. The memory vanished, swallowed by the weight of the moment. Christopher blinked, his chest heaving. His pulse pounded in his ears. The gun was still in his hands, its steel cold, heavy, inescapable. The weight crushed his grip. His breaths were short, uneven. Ivan's stare burned through him. Pull! The damn trigger! Christopher's fingers tensed, barely holding the gun steady. Jamie sat in front of him, bound to a chair, his wrists tied, duct tape sealing his mouth. His eyes were wide, pleading. Christopher's breathing stuttered. The moment twisted into something surreal. His best friend, his brother, helpless before him, and he was the one holding the gun. Ivan's presence pressed in behind him. No words needed. His stare was enough. The walls felt like they were closing in. The air was thick with anticipation. Was Jamie really a traitor? A liar? Or was that just another truth Ivan had chosen for him? His gaze locked onto Jamie's, searching, desperate. He didn't see the betrayal. He saw fear. He saw regret. He betrayed us. Ivan's voice snapped through the silence, sharp as a blade. He betrayed you. Christopher clenched his jaw. No way out. No turning back. His hand trembled as he raised the gun. The room spun. Sweat dripped down his back. Jamie. Christopher's voice broke. Brother. Jamie exhaled sharply through his nose, his body tense, his knuckles white against the ropes. Please forgive me. The words barely escaped Christopher's lips. His stomach twisted. His heart slammed against his chest. His finger curled around the trigger. 3. His vision blurred. Jamie's laughter echoed somewhere in his mind. Past nights, old memories, a friendship that once felt unbreakable. 2. He exhaled sharply, forcing his hands to steady. 1. He squeezed the trigger. The gunshot ripped through the warehouse. Christopher flinched. Blood hit his face, hot, metallic, blinding him for a split second. The deafening roar of the shot filled every inch of the space, drowning out everything else. His breath, his thoughts, the last thread of innocence he had left. Jamie crumpled to the floor. Blood pooled beneath him, spreading in thick, dark streams across the concrete. Christopher stood, frozen. He couldn't move. The air reeked of copper and gunpowder, thick and suffocating. His hands trembled at his sides, slicked with Jamie's blood. A cold, brutal thought cut through him. I've taken a life. Jamie's life. My best friend's life. He forced his eyes open, but the sight made him wish he hadn't. Jamie, lifeless, covered in blood. The body that had once saved him was now a corpse at his feet. His mind spiraled. What if Jamie didn't betray us by choice? What if he had no choice at all? The questions burned through him like acid, but it didn't matter anymore. The bullet had already done its work. Jamie was dead, and Christopher was the one who killed him. He clenched his jaw. The weight of no return pressed down on him. This is it. His hands, stained forever. No turning back. He flicked his gaze toward Dominic, searching for something, anything. But Dom said nothing. Christopher knew why. Weakness in front of Ivan was a death sentence. The silence thickened, settling into every shadowed corner of the warehouse. Christopher exhaled, slow and shakily. His pulse pounded in his ears. He looked at Jamie one last time, his body a motionless, blood-stained reminder of what Christopher had become, and what he could never undo. The weight of the gun in Christopher's hand felt heavier than ever. His fingers still hovered over the trigger, his breath uneven. The surrounding warehouse blurred, his mind refusing to accept what had just happened. "We're almost late for my daughter's party." Ivan's voice shattered the suffocating silence. His steps were casual as he moved forward, unfazed by the blood pooling on the concrete. "If I'd waited for you to decide, we'd never have left." Christopher blinked, his vision clearing just enough to meet Ivan's gaze. Confusion twisted inside him. "I didn't pull the trigger." A slow, mocking clap echoed from the side. Alexander stepped into view, a smirk tugging at the corner of his mouth as he slid his revolver back into its holster. "I knew he couldn't do it," he said, his voice laced with mockery. Christopher's stomach twisted. For a fleeting second, relief washed over him. He hadn't fired the shot, but it didn't last. The guilt of almost doing it, of standing there and letting it happen, suffocated him. He hesitated. That alone was enough to carve a scar into his soul. Jamie's blood was still on his hands, and no matter who had pulled the trigger, that wouldn't change. "All right, let's wrap it up," Ivan snapped, already turning away, ignoring the corpse behind him. Christopher barely heard him. His eyes stayed locked on Jamie's lifeless form, his mind replaying everything. His laughter, his voice, the way his eyes had pleaded for mercy. Alexander stepped past the body, his smirk widening as if he had just completed another routine task. No hesitation, no second thoughts. For him, it was nothing. For Christopher, it was the moment everything fell apart. One by one, the others filtered out of the warehouse, their footsteps fading into the night. The silence thickened, pressing in on Christopher from all sides. He swallowed hard, forcing his feet to move, to step away from what had just happened. But before he could take his last step, Dominic spoke. "What about the body?" Ivan chuckled, a cruel, humorless sound that sent a chill down the spine.
"The rats will eat the rat."
Cold, detached. A man without remorse. Christopher turned to watch Ivan as he strode toward the exit. That was a man whose emotions were buried beneath layers of brutality. He was untouched by sentiment, driven solely by primal instincts of survival and dominance. Draped in a sharp black coat, with a thick golden necklace bearing a cross, a flashy watch on his wrist, and a massive golden ring on his finger, symbols of wealth and power in the underworld, each step he took echoed with authority. His cold eyes revealed the emptiness within. The most notorious criminal. A true Russian gangster. The king of wolves. Ivan Gromov, leader of the Siberian Wolves, the most feared gang in Los Angeles.
And welcome back. I hope you really did enjoy the story, and please let me know what you think and what would you do instead. Imagine that you're Christopher Wolff and you would be in his shoes. What would you do, or what would you do differently? Let me know in comments and let's create a conversation.